It's just coming to tell. There's this little story I tell about how being goes about this whole game, right? And why it goes about this whole game. And it's just a story. It's just like it's like a fairy tale, right?
Okay.
So once upon a time, right, or once upon no time, right, there was this beingness that was, like I said, already everywhere and every when. It already like stretched through all space and all time. It was like just this really big thing, right? So big that there wasn't anything else. There wasn't room for anything else, because if you went all the way to this edge of it, there was just more of it, right? It just filled it all up, right? And that was fine, except it's like, who do you like pal around with? Where do you go to like have a beer with somebody, right? You can't go somewhere because you're already there. You can't like, play with someone because you are already it, right? So what to do? It's like, and again, it's all time. That's a lot of yourself. It's like, what's so interesting about that? So what to do? It's like, does it really make sense that a beingness like that, right, would create these little like figurines, these little Barbie doll and Ken doll like beings, and think it was fun to have one like talk to the other, and have them go and do something, and it's like, hello, it's like maybe a little bit more mature than that, a little bit beyond that kind of activity, right? That's not what it's looking for. It doesn't want to create imaginary little characters and have them all just pretend that they're actually something happening, right? So that doesn't work, right? Jeez, what to do? Well, there's one other possibility, right? And that is for this everywhere, everywhenness, right? Which, especially in the experience of everywhereness and everywhenness, it's pretty much expanded, right? You can't get much more expanded than, totally expanded, right? And when this everywhere and everywhenness is expanded, its nature is space, right? There's nothing in the space. It's just space, right? So one possibility is for it to just create another everywhere and everywhenness. And that's no problem, because two spaces can occupy the same space. But there's nothing in the way. There's nobody's going to be bumping into each other, because you got two everywheres and everywhens. No problem. They take up the same space. Why stop at two? Right? Why not just create an incredibly infinite number of everywheres and everywhens? Right? See, now any one of those everywheres and everywhens can contract down, right, into some form, into something, right? And it's no problem as long as somebody stays home and watches the everywhere and the everywhen. Make sure that everywhere stays everywhere and everywhen stays everywhen, right? And when there's trillions of them, you can huge numbers of everywheres and everywhens, then you can all take turns, right? And when you need a little rest, you just go spread out and be everywhere and everywhen. And then when you want to have some fun, you just contract into something somewhere. Right? And guess what? Now you can like party, right? Now you can like do all kinds of stuff. You can dance, you can fight, you can make love, you can go to war, you can, play music together, you can, explore all these different places within everywhere and everywhen, Because it's okay to contract. It's okay to identify. It's okay to take on these forms. Right? And see, and that's why this experience of form, of identification, of being human, it's why it's so intense, right? Because it's not, what you are is not some little Barbie doll or Ken doll, What you are is infinity itself, the ultimate Godhead reality, right? Playing at being human. It's pretty convincing, right? And that's also what everybody else is. Right? That's why they can be so annoying. Right? It's not just some sort of little automatic creature, wind-up toy being annoying. No, it's God itself being an annoying person. Right? I say it's as if the person that's annoying you, that part is being played by Anthony Hopkins. Right? If Anthony Hopkins wants to play an annoying person, imagine how annoying that would be. Right? So that's the way being. See, that's why there can be this setup and then this release, and then another setup and then a release, because it's okay. Nothing gets harmed. Nothing gets lost. Yeah. Remember, that's just a story. It's like a poetic description of something that can't totally really be understood. But it does give a sense that actually maybe there's no mistakes here.